Accra by fellow Ghanaians and diaspora alike. We are back home where it all started. We recorded the first ever episode of the Sound of Accra podcast in January 2020 in Accra. Now we're back in the country to complete season 3. Once again, I'm your host, Adrian Daniels, and what we're going to do now is have a few episodes of something I like to call Podbites, Ghana edition, and these really are episodes which are going to be more focused around maybe events and different thoughts that are going to come to mind whilst I'm in the country over the coming months. So I recently got to Ghana in mid-November, and I've had a few people ask me about flying to Accra successfully, navigating COVID in the airport, etc. before and after you get to Ghana. So I thought it made sense just to put this episode together. I know it's a little bit outside the realms of our usual content, but I wanted to make this information as easily as accessible to people who want to know. So here we go. So this is my essentials checklist for those of you who are flying to Ghana. So first and foremost, make sure you have a valid Ghanaian visa or Ghanaian passport. Now, these are issued from the Ghanaian embassy of the country you're staying in. Now, if this is a passport expiring, make sure you renew months in advance before coming to avoid trouble. I would say at least maybe 6 months before it expires. Second, if you have a yellow fever vaccination card, make sure you keep this handy when traveling, even if it's expired. You may get asked to see this at the airport. Now, this trip around, I didn't get to asked to see it. When I came in 2019, I did get asked to see it. I've heard some people have come in 2021 also have been asked to see it, so it's pretty random, so just be prepared, right? Thirdly, what you want to do is have your paid COVID tests sorted out. So make sure these are booked and done before you arrive, even at your airport of departure to get to Ghana. Now, typically these must be done within 72 hours of travel, at least for those in the UK at least. If you're from America or you're coming from another country, you may want to research this with your own airline or with your own country. Now, you must have a valid fit to fly certificate to show in advance of flying, at least in the UK. And you need to have proof of payment for all of the paid COVID tests that you're going to do, whether that's in the UK, whether that's in Ghana, where all of the places that you're going to be traveling to, especially if you're doing a transit flight, there may be another requirement to do another COVID test. So just be sure to check things out with your airline before you depart the country. I highly recommend you print a copy of all of these documents and make sure the test center that is used for the paid COVID test is recognized by the airline you are flying with. Number 4, Ghana pre-departure health declaration form. Now, this isn't essential, but if you completed this form, it does get you ahead of the queue a bit when arriving at the airport, and it really did for me. Now, this can be done online on the Ghana Health Service website, which I will put a link to on the show notes. So if you are listening to this, if you just click on your podcast app player, you should see some notes, and I may have a link there, or you may have to head over to thesoundofaccra.com/KIA, and I may have the notes there as well by the time you listen to this. Also, you need to have a paid Ghana COVID test, okay? So make sure you book a pre-paid COVID test, which will be done when arriving in Accra. Now, I've had a few people be confused around this, but it's quite straightforward. Now, if you are a Ghanaian citizen or passport holder, this is $50. If you're a non-Ghanaian passport holder, this is $150. I know it sucks. I know it's a bit of discrimination there, but it is what it is. And then, you will need to visit a website to get this done. That's myfrontierhealthcare.com. Once again, you can try and look at the show notes in the podcast app player or by visiting thesoundofaccra.com/KIA. And I should have some notes there also. Masks and face shield. Number 6, of course. Now, wearing masks and face shields are compulsory from the moment you step into the airport of your country of departure, at least for the UK, till you leave the airport in Accra. So, for example, I left from the UK, and I had my masks and I had my face shield. I don't like wearing the mask on the plane because it's quite uncomfortable wearing it for hours at a time. So I do like wearing the face shield instead, because it does give freedom for my mouth to breathe and things like that. And also when I got to Ghana, I continued to wear the face shield, and it was completely fine. So yeah, just make sure you pack a couple of masks or face shields and face shields, and just be prepared for a long journey. Okay, so if you follow my instructions, you should be fine. Now, for those of you who aren't really familiar with coming to Accra and flying to Accra and navigating through the airport in Accra, here are some things to look out for. So one, you want to make sure that you look after your personal belongings well. People are out to make a quick buck or out to gain something. If you can, for example, when you do go to the bathroom in the airport, there may be people that may try to ask you or hassle you for something, even if they did pretty much nothing. I like to, if really necessary, I like to have maybe really cheap snack bars you can give away, rather than having to kind of give them money or anything like that. I've heard all types of stories, you understand? So just make sure maybe you have something relatively cheap just to give away, just to get them off your bag. Now, if you don't own a Ghana citizen card, you won't be able to do things such as purchase a SIM card or get a Ghana's driver's license. Now, make sure you come with a phone plan that allows roaming in Ghana if possible. That will give you a big boost. Otherwise, you may have to work with a friend or family to get hold of a SIM card. So, for example, Vodafone UK now allows you to roam in Ghana with your phone, but only on certain contracts. So you may have to contact them before coming. Be humble, be courteous, and be respectful to authority. Now, I know moving through the Ghana airport in Accra can be a bit tedious and a bit long-winded, and let's be honest, some of the authorities, some of the people that work there, and some of the systems in place is a little bit backdated. It's a little bit like, why are things set up this way? But believe me, just be humble, be patient, be courteous, be respectful to authority. Ghana has a culture of greeting people all the time, so just greet everyone that you meet. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, sir. Just give them that respect. Once you give them all the respect that they want, then you'll find yourself getting past the airport really quickly. So that's one tip I'll give you. Just be nice. Just be nice, even if you're stressed, you're angry, you've had a long trip, you've had a long flight, whatever it is. Just be cool. When you're the opposite, believe me, you will get through the airport a lot longer. And I've been there before. Losing my cool and snapping off at some of the authorities, saying certain things I shouldn't have said, and as a result, it's costing me almost the flight. Luggage area. Now, look carefully for your luggage at arrivals. Of course, keep your valuables close to you, and once it arrives, put it in the trolley and go straight out. All right, just go straight out. COVID tests in Ghana. Now, when you come to Accra, once you arrive, of course, you're going to do another COVID test. Just watch out. The COVID test is quick, but it's fairly uncomfortable, so just be prepared. Now, money. Now, if you're carrying cash, try not to carry too much cash with you, otherwise you may get hassled at the airport. I can't remember what the top of my head the limit is. I think it's $10,000. I think that's the limit of cash you can carry when transiting through the airport. But if you're carrying cash, you know how much you're carrying. You will have to declare it on the forms anyway. So once you get to customs, they will ask you. So make sure you have that figure in your head so that they don't give you a hard time. All right, and they don't try and bribe you for money. And of course, customs. Speaking of which, so of course, this is the final stop before leaving the airport. Make sure you don't pack any items in your suitcase that will draw too much attention from the authorities, or give them a reason for them to try and make money off you. For example, when I was leaving the airport, just after I got past customs, I saw someone next to me on the other side had packed a computer monitor in their suitcase, and as a result, I believe they got taxed or charged for no reason, even though you probably can bring a monitor in a suitcase, but for them it seems like something that they could make money off. So items like that, you don't want to put them in a suitcase like a monitor. Just ship it. Just ship it to Accra. I use Jujobiko in UK, and they're pretty good. So that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode and found it useful. If you're listening on Apple iPhone or iPads or the MacBook, please leave us a review. It really helps us. You won't understand how much it helps us. And that's all for now. I hope you guys are enjoying season 3, and yeah, I'll speak to you in the next one. Thank you.